You help people even when your own body feels tired. You say yes even when something inside you says no. You give your time, your energy, your attention. Then somehow you still feel guilty for wanting anything back. At first, you think this means you are kind. You think you are just a good person with a soft heart. But here is what you don't see. Some people are not using you because they are stronger. They are using you because they know your fear. They know you hate disappointing them. And slowly, your kindness becomes an open door. Everyone walks through it, but no one asks how you feel. You are not loved more because you give more. You are only easy to drain. But here's what you don't see at first. It usually starts small. Someone asks for one favor, and you say yes. Then they ask again, and you say yes even faster. Then slowly, they stop asking with care. Because now, they do not see it as help. They see it as something you always do. You notice this change, but you stay quiet. You tell yourself, it is not a big deal. You tell yourself, maybe I am overthinking, but inside, something feels wrong. You feel heavy after helping them. You feel ignored after being available. You feel invisible after doing everything right. This is where the trap begins. People do not respect boundaries you never show them. And this is where most people misunderstand the problem. They think the problem is kindness. They think, maybe I should stop being nice. Maybe I should become cold. Maybe I should care less. But that is not the real issue. Kindness is not the weakness. Unprotected kindness is the weakness. You can be kind and still have limits. You can care and still say no. You can help someone without giving them control. The real mistake is believing love must cost your peace. So you keep proving yourself. You keep explaining yourself. You keep sacrificing yourself. And every time you do that, you teach one lesson. Your needs can wait. Your comfort does not matter. Being good does not mean being available for everyone. And this is the hidden truth behind the whole pattern. The reason you let people use you is not weakness. It is fear. Fear that they will leave. Fear that they will judge you. Fear that they will call you selfish. Fear that if you stop giving, you will stop mattering. Somewhere in your life, you learned a painful rule. To be accepted, you must be useful. To be loved, you must be easy. To be safe, you must not create problems. So now, when someone crosses a line, your body freezes. You know you should speak up, but your mind whispers, don't ruin it. That is not real kindness. That is survival wearing a smile. You are not choosing people-pleasing. You are repeating old protection. This is why you feel trapped inside the same pattern. Your mind connects saying no with danger. Not physical danger, but emotional danger. Rejection, conflict, silence, a cold reply, someone changing their tone, someone pulling away from you. So before they even react, you surrender. You agree before you think. You apologize before you're wrong. You explain before anyone even asks. And people notice this. Not always clearly, not always on purpose, but they feel that you can be pushed. They feel you will bend before you break. So they take a little more, then a little more. Then one day you feel exhausted and they act surprised that you are upset because to them, the pattern became normal. But to you, it was quietly draining your life. What you allow once can become expected forever. And this is where it changes. The moment everything shifts is when you stop asking, why do they keep doing this to me? And you start asking, what am I afraid will happen if I stop allowing it? That one question shows the real fear. Maybe you are afraid of being disliked. Maybe you are afraid of losing someone. Maybe you are afraid of finally choosing yourself. But the truth is simple. People who only stay when you have no boundaries are not staying for you. They are staying for access. And access is not love. Access is not respect. Access is not real connection. The people who benefit from your silence will always fear your boundaries. But if you do not change this pattern, something quiet happens. You slowly start losing yourself. You smile when you are hurt. You say yes while feeling angry. You help people, then secretly resent them. Then guilt attacks you for feeling that resentment. And you start thinking something is wrong with you. But resentment is not always bitterness. Sometimes, resentment is your self-respect trying to speak. It comes after being ignored for too long. The real danger is that you may become tired of everyone. Not because everyone is bad, but because you never learn where you end and where other people begin. Without boundaries, even love starts to feel like pressure. When you betray yourself too often, peace starts feeling unfamiliar. And the way out is not becoming cold. The way out is becoming clear. Start with small boundaries. Do not begin with the hardest person in your life. Begin with simple moments. When someone asks for something, pause before answering. That pause is powerful. It teaches your mind that you are allowed to choose. Then use clear words. I can't do that today. I need time to think. That does not work for me. Do not over-explain. Over-explaining often invites people to negotiate your boundary. You think more words will protect you, but actually, clear words protect you better. And when guilt appears, do not obey it immediately. Guilt does not always mean you did something wrong. Sometimes, guilt means you're doing something new. At first, people may test you. Let them. Your job is not to control their reaction. Your job is to stop abandoning yourself. A boundary is not a wall. It is a door with a lock. You do not always let people use you because you are weak. You do it because somewhere along the way, you learned this. Your value came from being needed, but you are allowed to be loved without being useful. You are allowed to be respected without explaining everything. You are allowed to say no and still be good. People who care may dislike your boundaries, but they will adjust. People who only wanted access get angry. That anger will show the truth. So stop confusing being chosen with being consumed. You think giving more will make people stay, but the right people will not need you empty. You do not need to disappear to deserve a place in someone's life.